500 years old. And this village, we have three major kales. We have three kales, and each kale, they have their own respective forts, they have their own respective gates and morungs, which we will get to see them today. Now, this Khonoma village, the name Khonoma derived its name from a plant called Glaucera fragrantissima, locally known as Psono. But however, during our history with the Britishers anglicized Psonomie into Khonoma, for pronunciation convenience. When our forefathers came to settle here, they found one particular plant in abundance called Psono. So they named this place Psonore, meaning place where Psono grows. Now they started to settle and they named themselves Psonomie, meaning the people of Psono. So now that you are here, you don't longer consider yourself a stranger, but be our guest and welcome to Khonoma once again. So with this, we start our very fast walk to the village. We have gates to show you, we have morungs to show you. So I hope you'll enjoy the walk.
Ending now, this is the Merhama fort, and then in all of Nagaland, there are no other villages that has this practice of building forts. Only Khonoma and Mezoma have the practice of building forts. And then like Christopher had mentioned earlier, there are three kales in the village here. Merhama, Semoma and Tevoma, and all the three kales have their own forts. So the main purpose of these forts were for protecting the village. So if there were intruders entering the village, then these kinds of places were used for scouting enemies. Not just for scouting enemies, but then to keep an eye on the village if there are any animals entering the village, if there are some problems going on in the village and whatnot. So, and then informations were passed out from the forts and also from the morungs, which we'll be seeing later on. And then the compartments that you see down there, when we go down there, we'll be seeing some. These compartments were used for keeping the women and children safe during clashes. So that was the main purpose of these forts. And then it is said that there are always 3 levels to a fort. So the first level is down there, and then the second level is up here, and then the third level is up here. So whenever there's a clash going on, there are always 3 battles that are fought. Starting from the bottom, if they have conquered the villages from down there, they will move up to the next level. From the next level, if they go up here, and then if they have kept, they were able to defeat the villagers from this fort, and they can say that they have captured the Mehrama fort. So likewise, these forts, they played a very important role during the olden days, and then now we use it these days. We just use it for community purposes, but then we preserve it to for younger people like us to know our culture and tradition and its uses.
What is the very old one? This is small.
Just to give you some information about this place, this is also one of the fort. That was the first fort belonging to Mahamak Hill, and this is another fort belonging to Semamak Hill. And this fort is considered to be one of the strongest fort in the 18th century. So this is also where the fiercest battle between the Khonomians and the Britishers were fought during 1850s to 79. So if you go up to the, over this fort, you will also get to see, a very good view of our foothill. And during their time, Khonoma was, a very shy, hidden village, because geographically speaking, everything was surrounded by mountains, and you can only come to this Khonoma except through this opening, which is towards the northern part, this side. So if you go up, you'll be able to see, the ridge that is opening. So whenever enemies come, they usually come from that direction. So this place, since this place offers a very good view, this fort was also served as one of the strongest forts among this village, also among the Northeast India. So this is Semamak Fort belonging to the Semamak Hill. And if you turn back, you have one of the monolith over here where you'll find a description of the forts, the demolition, and then re-establishment of this fort. This fort was demolished 4 times, so you'll get the information of this fort also here. But from this fort, you'll be able to see both the forts, the Mehrama and Khonoma. So this fort served as the receiving point during their time.
Welcome to Khonoma Hill.
Yeah.
money. So today we celebrate with the earnings from our agricultural activities. So when these young boys and girls they attain the age of puberty, we form a group which is called age group, TESA we call it. And once this age group is formed, everything becomes a competition, starting from walking to hunting to singing to dance to almost everything becomes a competition. So if you are not a part of this morong at any point of your life, you will not find yourself competent in the society. So you are in the long run you are cornered. So if you are a part of this morong during your childhood, you learned your lessons from your elders, and this is also where we learn our virtues from our elders. Our elders say, always be the first person to greet your elders. So everywhere I go, even if I know them or I don't know them, I keep greeting them, I keep wishing them. So that keeps us together. That creates a sense of belongingness in the village. Also, my elders say, never show wrong direction to strangers. That is also one of the virtue I learned from this morong. So even till date, even though this is not always in full operation, we still have great respect for this place because this is where we learn our first lesson. Yes. So this is a short information about our morong Tehu. It's like a gurukul where you learn your lessons. Yeah.
So this particular morong, is it still being occupied by some people?
Yes.
Even now?
Yes. So this morong belongs to one particular family. What happens is, in a way, they were also very generous because they give the best part of the house to the public where they can come use it as a sitting place. Also in the next room, we have the male dormitory where the youth, the boys come and sleep together. So we have over 20 morongs like these where some of the morongs are still in active operation. We still have the boys coming to sleep in the evening. Yeah, so this is the bed. So this is where they sleep together. This serves as the pillow. Now, one very interesting thing is, when they come to bed, they also do the talking. But however, we say boys, men don't gossip. It is because of the fact that this pillow is made of a single piece of wood. So even if you're doing the talking part here, your voice vibrates through this wooden bar. Yeah. So and one of the reasons why we sleep together is because if anything happens in the village, because normally during that time the houses were mostly thatch roofs. It catches fire anytime, enemies come and attack. So if any of those incidents happens, they can rush to the spot and be a part of the rescue team. So that is also one of the reasons why they sleep together.
So I have a question. When you have tourists and people coming from outside, and then they visit these morongs,
Yes.
like this is one. I'm sure there are other morongs or the forts. Do they benefit from that tourism footfall?
Yes, they do, sir.
They do.
Yeah.
So see, let's say today there's about 100 tourists coming who've paid for it.
Yeah.
So this morung which is in that itinerary, they also get a share of that income.
yes.
That is my question.
Okay, so when it comes to that particular thing, what happens is, when they have the family, they do, they are involved in different activities. Like some of them, they are into weaving. So whenever tourists come, they sell their products. Also, their little, what do we call, the food items.
So it's up to them.
It's up to them.
But there is no mechanism where there is a calculation of the spending of a tourist down to these people.
No, not
because
yet.
they are giving their house, preserving this house
Right.
for people to visit, because they can easily make a 3-story building and live in luxury. That is something you have to
Right.
strategize on.
Yeah.
Yes, Bruno. Here we go.
I'll be your guest.
Oh
guns is placed over here. This gun was brought to this village, during the times of war with the Britishers. Yeah, ever since we started preserving, and this is
Where it was brought from?
it was brought from I don't know, maybe somewhere around Assam.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is not manufactured here, no?
But we got an idea from the Britishers.
And it is still used.
That is still used.
Yes. How many? This is the only one, the big one.
How are these?
Oh, so then there. One, two, okay. Nice. Itu halka noy ne.